Okay, right here beside me, I am with Olamma, Mrs. Olamma. Mrs. Olamma is in her 30s. She's a widow, surprisingly, she's a young widow. I came for our August meeting, and in the course of the activities, I met her where she was sitting in a corner, watching the people. She was looking so helpless because she has nobody to help her. You can see what is on her left ear. Do you know what caused this? Olama some time ago had a minor problem with the husband. Of course, this is one of the problems that women go through, challenges women go through in their marriages. So she had a small quarrel with the husband. The husband hit her left ear, and then the thing say penny her because of lack of fund. She was taken to, because the thing just grew like this but smaller, it wasn't as big as this. She was taken to a hospital, where they call a hospital, but of course it was not handled professionally. That was not a good hospital according to what I heard. So do you know what they did? They had to use they put knife or something like that, maybe in the fire, and then use it to, just what you cannot is unheard of. That was what they did, and then the thing, instead of helping to heal her, the thing rather made the thing to do more bigger. And then as it is now, she's been left to her fate. Nobody to cater for her, nobody to care for her. And then the worst part of it is that while she had this problem, she went back to stay with the mom at the village, and then while she was staying there, the husband passed away. That is, the husband is late now. When she heard the husband was late, she decided to come back to the husband's people, to the husband's house. And then when she came, they said no, that tradition forbids her to stay or to come without appeasing the gods. And how does she appease the god? She needs a goat. This requires a goat for her to appease the gods. Olama does not have anything to eat. She doesn't have anything to feed the 5 children. She has five. You have 5 children, right? She has 5 children. So someone that has not eaten, has she given to the children? Which one will she use to buy a goat? So because of that, she has not been able to appease the gods according to the villagers, according to the demands of their tradition, and that's why she was not allowed to enter the husband's house. So she sleeps in an uncompleted building. That was where she was staying with the children, with nobody to cater for her, and of course she says suffering abuses from people. And then at a point, some people advised her to still go back to the mom. So she left, to go and stay with the mom. From there, she walks around begging. Of course, the thing disturbs her. This health challenge, as you can see, is not a small thing. Turn your back. Let her. What can you call this? And the thing keeps going. And her children are very, very small. Look at this one here. Come, film her. Film him. Is it him? It's a boy, right? See, the small boy. The children are very, very small. Just small children. And then 5 of them. Okay, I came around her. I just offered a little help. I told her to just, what can that do? What can you, in our economy, of course, our economy now is not smiling. What can that little offer that I gave to her do? Of course, that's why I'm using this opportunity to call on anyone, every good-spirited individual that can at least show mercy. Our government, please, Olama is from Afikpo, in Afikpo, local government area of Ebonyi state. She's helpless. She needs our help. Please, anything you can do to help this young lady. She's a young widow. She doesn't have anybody to help her. She just walks around. You see, when we're doing August meeting, that is our fellow women jubilating, expressing their joy, having their fun. She was just sitting by a corner, just sitting there, with her hands on the jaw, thinking about her life. You can imagine that. Please, she's one of us. She's one of the women that needs our help. She's one of the mothers that needs our help. Let us help Olama. She looks sober. She looks sad. Of course, because of the circumstances surrounding her life. It is well with you. It is well with you. A young widow at that matter. You saw her situation.
That is what life throws at people. She had just a small problem with the husband who hit her, and then the thing developed on her right left ears. While trying to seek solution, she went to stay with the mom to seek solution to that, and then the husband passed away. And then she went back to stay in the husband house, and the husband people shut the door on her, saying that she may have slept with other men while she was with the mom, and so she needs to appease the gods. This lady, the mom that she has nothing. She too has nothing, and then she's left with five children. Nobody to give her anything. Then there's no money to buy the goat to appease the gods, and then she was left to stay in a non-completed building. That's where she was sleeping before people say, okay, go back to your mom so that people can manage in the small hut that she has. So she went back to be managing. Like I said, if you see where I saw her, women were doing their August meeting. She came and sat in a corner, just like somebody that is ostracized. Of course, she was ostracized by the husband people. That is what women go through. I'm appealing anyone that can do anything. In fact, I managed to just give her how much? I gave her 10,000 naira. What can 10,000 naira do in this economy? That's why I'm pleading. And then what is in her left ears? Anybody that can offer any help, please. Because I'm thinking about my kids. With the children already. How would they do in case anything happens? I don't pray for anything to happen. Well, that is on this note I draw the curtain on today's episode, and I urge you to please subscribe so that I can you encourage me to be bringing such things to you, because there are a lot of them happening in the society. Just encourage me to be bringing issues, real matters. Let this is where we talk true. This is where we bring issues, realities of life, the way they are. That's why this media, that's why this channel is all about saying the truth, like the name goes. you know. So subscribe. In case you have not subscribed, please subscribe, share, comment, and then so that we keep rubbing minds together. Like I say, please let us help this young lady. She's a widow. She's a widow. She's a widow. If you see her, every time you see her, you know that a lot of things are going on through her mind. Anyway, it's on this note I draw it. Today's episode, my name remains Uche Chukwu. Thank you for joining me. Please do subscribe. Thank you. Bye.